I am opening a portal. Come on in. Yes, here we are. Boom. Portal open.
And final question I'll ask. Do you live here, or did you come here from somewhere else?
Do you want to speak? I was going to say Dylan Garland. It's almost reading my mind now. Oh, and that was Dylan's voice coming through in the walkie-talkie. And it's now going cuckoo for coconuts.
Let's do a question and answer session. I'm going to ask a question. Whoever in the audience wants to answer, feel free to do so, and then we will listen back to see if we heard you. So make sure you yell if... Holy shit. Full left side of my body. Frozen.
I looked at it, I saw it, and then it was gone. What just happened to you? Did you hear footsteps?
Yeah. That sounded like it was rushing me.
The footsteps I heard were slow. They were very soft, and they were probably 10 feet away.
10 feet away.
10 feet away.
Okay, so the fact that I'm hearing, it sounded like it was 2 feet. Like it was one more step. If I wouldn't have jumped out of the way, it would have been like there. I think we've always kind of picked up these like, oh, that's something, but what could it be?
Yeah.
Where lately it seems like, oh, that's something, I know exactly what that is.
Yeah, Lucifer. All right, here we go. We start off with, I had this earlier. Oh, AM, FM, right? I finally learned how to use this thing. And then we go sweep rate up to 200, and we put you on forward. There we go. We put you over there on reverse.
So right away, huh? Right away. I went to +3, that's it.
So,
But I feel freezing. Here's the thing. Right now I feel freezing. According to that, the temperature's going higher.
holy crap.
I can feel full-body cold chills. It makes me feel any better.
Not really, because I feel fine.
Colder now. I can feel it. Well, I had a question for you, because you know this area much better than I do. You've been to PEI. I've been here twice, and...
Temperature has not gone up, or sorry, down at all, folks.
It's going up, because we got in here 15.5.
It is giving us a counterfactual
Yeah.
temperature reading. It should be going up, not down.
See, now that sounds like Morse code again. Either that or the last sound I'm ever going to hear in my life.
Flatline.
Beep.
Hi. How are you? Can you tell us what you want? Tell us who you want?
Paper.
I have no idea. I really don't.
So,
Was that you?
Yeah. My battery suddenly died.
They suddenly died.
Yeah. I was outside and was watching the audio, as I do, and battery was reading that it had a voltage of 9.4, which usually equates to about an hour. It shuts off at 8.8. And then suddenly, over the last minute, low battery, and then it dropped suddenly to about 8.6 and turned itself off. I turned it off back on, tried to recover it, lasted 3 seconds, went down to 7.8, and shut off again.
So, can you go change batteries?
Yeah.
And we'll just stay here until you get back. Whoa! It doesn't want you to leave, Tabor. Don't leave us here.
Or it does.
Or it does. Yeah. Anyway, change them up.
I'll take the ladder.
You know what it could be? I've muted it. Maybe it doesn't want to be muted.
It's trying to tell you, turn
Like-
me on, idiot. I'm trying to speak.
Could be. Sorry about that. Do you wish to speak to us?
I hate that chanting so much. That chanting started for the very first time, and it was a different chanting in Dorchester.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's new. They're Latin, dude.
It's like right there. I didn't touch it that time. It's like it's luring me. I feel like I'm getting sucked into a pit that I'm not coming out of. Ugh, that's frightening. All right, let's change the sweep rate a bit. See what happens. Tabor and I tried this. We're up to 250, which is a little slower.
That's different than what you just had. Like a chant. Because you can hear, they're not words, but you can hear like almost syllables.
I didn't tap, like, I wasn't there.
No, I can see.
What? Oops, sorry, I hit temperature read. The voice is lower pitched, but we're still on the same sweep rate. All right. Now it's just flatlining. I'm gonna mute you.
No, you're not. According to that, it's colder. According to that, it ain't. Because that temperature gauge we have, as I get full cold chills, is at 15.7 and it has not changed. Did you just...
Oh, I'm getting full cold chills too.
No. I just saw, like, shadow pass behind
Whoa.
me.
Now it's like blah, 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 blah.
I think I might be done. I'm very close to being done. Because I'm not thrilled that it got one of our team members out of here, and now it's doing this.
It's got us alone, Dillon.
Yes, it does, and I don't like that.
So you think you saw a shadow, and it's not a shadow I could have made. No, if I make
You
an
would
arm...
have had to have your hand way up there. I saw it. The reason I saw it is because we have these, and just off camera here, I'll show you. There's these. They're like
Yeah, crutches.
little crutches for, the plays they do here. And the reason I saw it is because it's got white tape on the top of it. You would have had to put your hand way up there to change any of that light, and it just ain't. Is that what happened? Did you pass by that? We haven't tried. Not having a sweep rate.
Is that an option?
Yep.
I didn't know that was an option. Try that. Sure. Now, that's not a sound I like.
All right, here, take it. I'm so over this.
What did you hear under there?
Growling. I heard growling.
Did you turn this off?
No?
Like the...
Yeah, I muted it.
Oh. Temperature reset.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's see if the growling pops up again.
Oh, sure, no, why not? Not like I heard it.
No, that's annoying, but
I had grrr.
yes, yeah. So there's no sweep rate. Nope. Yep.
None. That is one single station
Yes.
out of the AM FM frequency because we have both up at once.
So there should be no, but there was.
Yeah.
Do you wish to make yourself known to us on the no sweep rate channel? That's Morse code. What the fuck was that?
That's our cue? Like, why are we still in here?
Oh, sweet Jesus.
That has character, and I hate the fact that that has character. Like, that is terrifying.
Right. My whole body has complete full body shivers. That, like, Tabor, did you hear that?
Yes.
Are you still there?
Yep.
Oh, come on, man. This is one of those fight or flight moments? Fear or flight?
I'll tell you what my
All right, hold on.
instinct is saying.
So that's muted, still getting this.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
Do you have a rational explanation? I
I don't have a rational explanation. Why is my light out?
I'm not touching.
Why is my light out?
Your light just went out. No.
My light's dead.
Really?
This is me trying to turn it on. It won't stay on.
Battery drain, light drain.
His Tabor's full battery drained.
Yeah.
This light's out. This light was full.
That is the most frightening thing I've ever heard.
I hate that. I genuinely... Yeah, I hate you. Stop.
See, but the what the? Now there's nothing.
Did you hit mute?
No. Now I've muted it.
Okay, cool. I really don't like this.
This thing is totally, all right, dead. Like
It died?
That's me hitting the mute button.
There's no audio coming from that, and it's still on. I can see that.
Yeah. No audio.
You're because you can kind of hear that.
I keep hitting
hiss.
the mute button to turn it. I don't even know if it's muted now, but I've turned it on and off so many times. We've had both. I couldn't tell you if that's muted because I just hit it again.
There's nothing.
Now is it muted? The batteries aren't dead because the lights are still on.
And we also put a new battery in that yesterday because we were trying
True.
to figure out how it worked.
So it's not a battery issue. So let's try and reboot the system here by turning it off, and we'll turn it back on. Give it a couple seconds.
Hold that thing up.
Now it's off. It is off.
Yeah, there's nothing around you. It's all normal heat temperature.
All right, machine. Beep, beep. And we're back. And we're sort of, here. So this is the way we had it.
Yeah.
And
No
it's
sweep
not
rate,
muted.
that's
No sweep rate.
That's back. Lovely. With the most blood-curdling yelp.
But high-pitched. Match. Where's the...
I only got that, we got it twice.
Are you just toying with us? Fuck.
Oh, there's your answer. It just turned it off.
It is toying with us. And I've come to hate you and love you at the same time. I'm super frightened, but I'm really kind of excited. I'm normally, if I'd been here alone, what the?
I'm done. I'm done. I'm out. I'm done. Explain that.
What?
Explain that. Sounds like an atom bomb being dropped.
I know, it does kind of. I expect Wile E. Coyote to show up here. Should we change the batteries?
We just did yesterday.
I mean, the lights are still on. Yeah, and I know. There's no way the batteries should be drained.
No.
Let's be clear about that. We put new batteries in last night. We've only used this thing for total between then and now, maybe an hour and 10 minutes.
Because we specifically said today we're not going to use it that much.
Right, and I basically brought it down, used it once, and that was it. So maybe an hour and 10 minutes. There's no way the batteries should be drained. In fact, if I turn it off and I turn it back on,
Nothing now.
lights are on, but nobody's home. Temperature gauge is on. So, all right, we're done. Let's call it. Thank you, Kings Playhouse. Although I don't think this was the Kings Playhouse. I think this was more the Devil's Playhouse. So you're wondering why I've called you here tonight.
Yes.
Always.
To my inner lair, the sanctum sanctorum, where I edit the show and put Haunted together. This is Haunted HQ. You know those ADRs we have? The little tape recorders that we always turn on? You can look at the waveform, as audio guys would know, and you can start to pick out, cool, okay, this is probably where people are talking. And okay, this isn't the one that Dillon had. And so I found one. There it is. I've got it up here for you folks. I looked at it and I went, okay, here's a whole bunch of stuff at the end. You can see it on the far right. Waveform, 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 waveform. I went, well, what is that? Might be useful for me to know as I'm continuing to edit.
Right.
Turns out it's you and I in the basement when we did the final Ghost Box session. Because we had an ADR for that too. Cool. I know where that is. Awesome. But then I noticed, there's a little bit at the beginning, which is clearly somebody starting the recorder to play.
Yep.
And then there's a couple of spots, like there's a whole lot of nothing right there. But there's a couple of spots that look, I had nothing better to do. I just thought, I wonder what's going on. It's me going down into the basement, the farthest room away where we eventually did our Ghost Box session, as far away as you can get, but as close to the dead people who are buried there. Right after we had done the whole ball thing in the stairwell, the recreation of the ball bouncing, and then you guys, you, Tabor, Chelsea, Rachel, you all went outside to do the footsteps were following, and then you found other footsteps that followed you, and the lights started going crazy.
Fun.
Right. So what I do is I go downstairs and I realized, it's uncomfortable. I'm not really feeling it. Dillon and I are going to do something later. I don't want to ruin that. I want to stay sharp. So I leave, but I left the ADR and the EDI there. Now, folks have already seen that the EDI, the temperature dropped 3 degrees in approximately 30 minutes from the time I left the basement to the time that you and I went back.
Right.
Now I've gone through meticulously. I have found the time codes for everything. I have matched footage up. You guys all have your mics on. You're outside. I was still mic'd. So Tabor's was still recording me, even though I was just walking around inside and talking to Jim and stuff. I can tell where everybody is and what they're doing. That's important.
Okay, so this is in the back prop room.
Yes, Ghost Box room is how it's called. This is as far away as you can get from anything else in the theater. So you can hear me there. You can hear my footsteps very light on the ADR. That's important. You can hear my voice. In a second, you will be able to hear me whistling as I walk down the hallway, and you'll be able to hear the door close as I head up the stairwell. That's me whistling as I go down the hallway. You can barely hear it. That's the door closing.
Right.
Now, it's important to note, I really did leave the basement. I have video confirmation of that, which I can show you in a sec, but also audio confirmation. Me and Jim upstairs talking. I did not close the door and then surreptitiously walk back and do what you're about to hear. So about That's 9:59. Was it maybe? Yeah, about 10 minutes, exactly 10 minutes later, roughly. This is what the ADR picks up in the basement. These were the two things I saw that I went, these look weird. I just wonder what they are.
Mm-hmm.
And then it led me back to backtrack to figure out where everybody was. The floor in that room
It's cement.
is cement.
Yeah.
That sounds like somebody walking on wood to me,
Mm-hmm.
which there's no wood downstairs.
No.
And there was nobody upstairs in the wooden area because you can see here, this is the theater at that exact same time. There's nobody on the stage. There's nobody in front. Julia and Jim and I are out here. In fact, I think if I haul this back like this, you can see Jim's not at his monitor station because he's just a little about 5 minutes before that, he left because I was out in the room we had the food set up, which is as far away, it's a big hall, as far away from the back of the building as you can get. And Julia joined us there. And I was talking to her about my theories of tricksters and stuff. And then Jim and I started talking about basketball scores. In fact, you can hear us here.
No, they lost.
So he asked me, did the Philadelphia 76ers win tonight? I went, no, they lost. We're talking, like, this is what we do in our spare time. We're not talking about ghosts at all. We're just talking about basketball scores. Because he had his laptop out, we were checking scores and stuff. So Jim and I and Julia are all upstairs, and we're in a different side of the building. And then you hear this. You also hear it about 2 minutes later. Again. And then nothing. So you guys are outside. I can turn your boom mic on,
Right.
which is what's happening outside, and we can hear what you guys are up to.
This is insane. That one just went off.
That one was doing it earlier with me.
So lights are going off,
Yeah.
on and off, on and off. But that's interesting, but here's the really interesting part.
Oh yeah, we were out here shooting B-roll and these went off. We didn't think anything of it, because why would we?
Holly says, what's that noise?
What? Oh, you heard a wet footstep?
Wet footsteps. Footsteps in wet grass.
Holly.
Sorry, did I not say that before?
No.
Like super.
Whoa, hold on.
You already know. You've sussed it out, right?
Unmute the top track for me and play that again.
Well, I can do even better. Visually, I can find it here. There's the waveform of the ADR at the exact same time as you guys are hearing footsteps outside. That's when, and I can unmute it here.
What? Oh, you heard a wet footstep?
Wet footsteps. Footsteps in wet grass.
Holly.
Sorry, did I not say that before?
No.
Like super.
That is...
That's crazy.